Hi everyone, this is going to be a video for the sign of Aries. Kind of had some technical issues, so I'm going to start where the video stopped last time. You guys did not have any channel messages so far into this other than the feeling of being very quiet, moving in silence, making moves in silence. You're really taking a time right now to kind of like sit back and reflect on something. You've let your friends help you, so ask for and accept support from others. I feel like this is more I feel like this is more like relying on your intuition. But it's kind of like be careful. Like don't be falsely led. I don't know what that's in regards to. But something's moving very quick. It's like you might feel like you're at a race to get something, or it's like you feel like there's a time limit on something. You feel like it's a race to do something. You have expressed your love and true love, so I feel like with that racing type of energy, it could be with expressing some type of emotion to somebody who you really care about. Making moves towards somebody that you really care about. This is a connection that you feel very strongly pulled to. You could have been influenced by the people around you. Like you could have been like taking advice from other people, and that advice kind of like didn't work out in your benefit. So you're kind of like put in a different position where it, like, I almost feel like something backfired. Where if you took advice from somebody and something backfired, like it's kind of like an oh shit moment, and you're reevaluating this and you're going at something differently. You're going about something in a different manner with more expression. I also feel like you could be connecting with more creative people during this time, people who like nourish your creativity. But I feel like there's a very solid connection here that obviously this is a romance angel deck, so obviously it has to do with romantic connections. But I think that there are other things too in here. So with a connection that could be in mind, like you could have a specific connection in mind here that it's like this is like like you know what I'm saying, like you know that this is a true connection because you have true love here. And I feel like you're being led to express something to somebody. You're being led to express how you feel, to open up, to be vulnerable. You could be at a distance from somebody. At the bottom of the deck right now, we have this could be the one. I think that's pretty significant. So you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So 9 times out of 10, this is somebody that you know, or this is somebody that you feel like you know. Like you meet this person and you feel so connected to them that you're like, I feel like I've met you before. Like, I feel like we've been friends before. I feel like we've been friends this entire time. I feel like we've, known each other this entire time. Like, there's some type of, like, nostalgic connection about it, or a nostalgic feeling about this connection. If this isn't necessarily about romance, I also see, like, an opportunity to go after some type of a passion and, like, really loving this passion. You're like, this is what I'm here to do, and this is what I'm going after, and you're like, this is for me. You're like this is for me. But again, be mindful of the company that you keep around you in that process, because make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who have good intentions towards you, and give you good advice that's not biased or persuasive or anything of that nature, but just real solid connections that are around you. Keep in mind, pay attention to little things like that. But I really feel like you're going to express something here. You're going to talk about something here, or the person you're connecting with is going to talk about something, but I feel like this is more you, or at least Aries energy. You might be dealing with somebody who has Capricorn in their chart. I just had like a flash of like a ram looking at a mountain, kind of like, all right, I gotta climb this. But then I felt Capricorn energy. You're the Four of Pentacles for the first card. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So if you're feeling financially restricted, or if you're feeling like any way, shape, or form lack of, like if you have like a lack of type of like energy right now, surround yourself with people who make you feel better. Like surround yourself with like positive people, with people who uplift you. Also make sure that you are being mindful of your spending and being mindful of how much it's like finding that happy medium between spending and saving. I feel like there's also an energy here of like having to ask other people for help with something and just allowing that to take place, like, you know, like not taking it as like a loss, but taking it as a learning experience. So you have the Star card, Aquarius energy. This is healing, having hope, having something restored, healing, working on yourself, not holding back anymore. If you were holding back, you're not holding back anymore. Two of Cups, expressing your love. You might have been holding back from a connection because you were healing, and you want to offer something stable, or somebody wants to offer something stable because they recognize a connection. They see something clearly. Eight of Pentacles. So somebody's been working towards something financially. So somebody could have taken time back and like withdrew because they were focusing on something financial. They were focusing on a new project, a new opportunity, a new adventure in regards to the material realm, like studying something new, working on something new, cultivating something new. They could have had some financial issues in the past they were like trying to get out of, because you go from the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like coming out of a lack of, feeling restricted, and then coming out into feeling like you can invest. So going from one extreme to the next, like literally like kind of being like, okay, like in the past I didn't feel like I had anything to offer, I didn't feel like I could invest in anything, and now I feel like I have something to bring to the table type of energy here. Like you had to work on something. And I feel like this is like material wealth or something, or like financially related. Like maybe somebody views stability in a sense of being financially secure. Like they need to be financially secure to feel stable, or to feel like they can make an offer. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. But somebody wants to express how they feel about a connection. They feel very strongly. And somebody wants to start something new. They want to work towards something. Okay, that's a lot of cards. But this actually makes sense. So this came out before. Something very similar to this came out before. But I'm going to take these because I feel like I have to say it. There's a King of Swords energy here. Somebody who's very diplomatic, somebody who's very disciplined, somebody who's very structured, somebody who is a little bit more emotionally detached, somebody who definitely approaches things with more logic and reason than they do emotion and empathy. This is somebody who knows how to have a very clear and precise communication style. Like they know how to have a conversation and be very direct. But they're coming in as like the Page of Swords, so this person could have been keeping an eye on you or keeping an eye from a distance. This Page of Swords is also quick communication, and like they're in the process of writing. So this is somebody who wants to reach out, who wants to communicate, who wants to say something and be very direct about it and be very clear about it. We have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is somebody wanting to be very direct and clear about where they stand with a foundation, or how they feel about a commitment, or where they want to invest their time. Because you go from the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, to the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like this person is bringing this to the table. I don't know. Somebody's bringing something to the table. That's really what I feel off of these cards in particular. So we'll keep those over here, because this is on the outside. It didn't fall in the center of this. This might be what this person's going through at the moment. This King of Swords might be experiencing this. So if you feel like you're resonating with this King of Swords energy, where you're the person who is more structured, disciplined, you're the person who pulled back and started working on your finances, started building, saving money, whatever it might have been, cultivating new things, going through a healing transformation process. You really reflected on a relationship or a connection that you have that you want to you want to offer something new to. You might have been keeping an eye on somebody from a distance. You might have been keeping an eye on somebody who already has some type of a structure or a foundation around them. Like this person is like, you're keeping an eye on somebody who's like well off for themselves. Like this person's comfortable being by themselves. Like whoever is this Four of Wands energy is very comfortable in the Four of Wands. Like this feminine energy has established this. Like she's in there. And she's by herself too. You know what I'm saying? So like this is somebody who's worked to establish peace in their life, to establish some type of foundation. And this King of Swords, I believe, is going to be reaching out in some way, shape, or form. But again, this King of Swords is coming in as the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles with the Two of Cups though. So this will be interesting as it unfolds, I guess. But this is somebody who wants to be very clear and direct with you, who wants to have a conversation. You have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the King of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. So you could have left a connection out in the past that was very passionate with the King of Wands, or you could have left out an energy of the King of Wands, like you left it out in the cold. Or this person is taking a new approach. Like this king of Wands that could have been left out in the cold is taking a new approach. And that energy also popped up in a couple other signs that I've done so far. So I think that that's pretty interesting that energy is still really prominent right now. Oh boy. But see, I also see an energy here where there are multiple people. But again, I don't see the Seven of Cups or anything like that. But I do see the Three of Pentacles, which tells me that there are multiple seeds that are being nurtured. So there are multiple things going on. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Those are really the two strong signs here. This is all masculine energy except for this Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Well, and the Star card. It's kind of feminine, but... Well, and the Two of Cups is feminine energy. But see, this is somebody wanting to come in. So... in the past, something might have been like very passion based. Like you might have been dealing with a connection that was mainly based on passion and it wasn't fulfilling. And I feel like somebody's coming in now, like to be more direct, to be clear, to be more grounded, to come in with this Ten of Pentacles being like, okay, I'm going to ground this with this Ten of Pentacles. Like I'm going to ground this. But again, it's not emotional. Like you do have the Two of Cups here, but that's really the only cup that you, like these are the only cups you have here. Everything else is intellectual or like material. So everything is of air or of earth. And then you have the Two of Cups here. So it's like obviously a connection. But this is, again, somebody who doesn't know necessarily, like they don't, like, expressing from their emotions is not their first go-to, clearly. You're dealing with somebody who knows how to be really passionate, like really loves being passionate, you know, like they really love to be passionate. But this person also is coming in as King of Swords, so they're coming in a little bit detached. You know, they're coming in a little bit detached, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this isn't the Ten of Cups. This is the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands with the Two of Cups. So it's like acknowledgement of a connection, but is it going to be emotionally fulfilling? Is whatever this is going to lead to emotional fulfillment? You know, that's totally up to you, you know. Especially if this is multiple people. Like, you could have left a fire sign out in the cold, and now you have this air sign or a person who's in strong air energy coming towards you, wanting to have a conversation because they've been kind of keeping an eye on you, really. And this person wants to bring in the Ten of Pence with the Four of Wands. And this King of Wands energy was coming in with the Three of Pence, the Five of Pence, the Ace of Wands. And it's like, I don't know, like, you might be dealing with multiple people, but this might be the same person, you know? What about this King of Wands? King of Swords, King of Wands. What is this? Okay, so this is investing time needing to make a decision. Taking time to reflect, doing inner work. Okay, so this may or may not be the same person. Especially with the Hermit here and the Two of Wands. This is like deep reflection about like which way, needing to make a decision. Like what am I going to do? Seven of Pence. Like, I've invested this time already. What do I do? Really going inwards, really reflecting. This King of Wands might be the same person as the King of Swords. So you might be dealing with somebody who has strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Like, air and fire. But again, I don't think you're going to get like something very emotional out of this situation. You probably get acknowledgement of something, but I don't know. This person might surprise you, to be completely honest. If this is in regards to another connection. Now, if this is in regards to anything financial, you might have somebody who's coming towards you who's like an entrepreneur, and they want you to partner with them in business. Like, they might want you to like work for them or like intern with them, or they might want to incorporate you into their business more. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this could lead to something very successful, very long term. You're coming out of an energy of feeling left out in the cold or feeling like you don't have enough. You're coming out of that energy and you're making a decision to take action and go after what you're truly passionate about after taking some time to really reflect and to really think about what fills you up. And with Capricorn, with the Devil here, the Devil card, that tells me that, again, you might be dealing with somebody who is already in business, an entrepreneur, business owner, or you yourself are thinking about going into business, or you yourself are stepping into an energy of really like stepping into control of your finances. Like, you're taking control of like your finances, opportunities, you're mastering it. You know what I mean? After a period of reflection. Because you were guided to do some inner healing here, for sure. Because you might have felt like you weren't good enough for something, and I don't know why that energy would be here, but you might have felt like you weren't good enough. Like, it was like something beat you up so badly to the point of where you're like, okay, you know what, I really need to take some time. Like, you might have been healing for like a year. And I hope it wasn't anything, you know, insane, but like, whatever it was feels like it totally wiped you out, and now you're finally getting back into the game here. Who did I say that for? Taurus? Yeah, I said that for Taurus, like about getting back into the game or something like that. But you're stepping back into an energy here after a period of reflection. If it has to do anything with finances, like if you're not dealing with a love connection, yeah. But again, if you are dealing with a love connection, this is somebody who, again, you guys might end up being in a business together, or like you guys might end up going into business together, working together, especially with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands and the Devil, with the Ace of Wands being here, the Hermit card. It's like working together. And somebody could have felt like they missed an opportunity in the past. Like they felt like they missed an opportunity with you in the past, and now they feel guided to come back or to make a gesture or to reach out and to somehow communicate or acknowledge this Two of Cups, because somebody wants to express something here. Because they feel a true connection with somebody, but I feel like somebody also sees an investment as well as... So you might be dealing with somebody who views romantic relationships more as an investment than an emotional connection. So you're dealing with somebody who might be a very practical thinker, and somebody who looks at things like as an investment, like no matter what they get into is a long-term investment for them. So they've really had to take some time to reflect on how they feel about this, because again, you're dealing with somebody who looks at relationships romantically, or whatever the case might be. You're dealing with somebody who looks at this as an investment rather than an emotional relationship. And again, no judgment, you know. Might have strong Capricorn, might have probably strong Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for sure, Gemini, Virgo. There's a dog. Maybe a dog is significant. And I'm stuttering over my words. I don't know what that's about, but this person might be very loyal too. Dogs always remind me of loyalty. But I don't know. It might... So this looks good. So whether this is you or the person you're connecting with, like... Somebody's making a decision to go after something, to communicate about something. It just might not be very emotional. It might be more of a practical conversation to ground something. But somebody feels very deeply about a connection. They might just not be good at expressing it emotionally. So I hope that that lands, and I hope that that resonates, and I hope that these messages help. So I wish you guys the best, and I look forward to connecting with you guys in the future. Take care.